Yo, what's going on, footy fam? It's your boy Animus here with a brand new video for you guys. Hey, this is not our Sunday footy video. This is actually kind of a video I want to do. I don't want to get too much into it because I'm not that kind of player when it comes to like being that good at the game, or not trying to be like the next, Nick or the next Inception, thing like that. But I did kind of like, again, with the theme of like the Sunday footy videos is, a casual player, playing the game. As well as someone who plays this game for free, free to play. I bought the game, but I don't spend money in the game to, gain cards, things like that. I have 2,000 coin, and I have a lot of people on transfer market who I want, who I'm just waiting to save up to be able to get. So that shows 11 transfers. Those aren't people who I'm like, who I want or anything like that. Those people who I have like just waiting to like me go compare prices to go buy, because I want to get those players, but I can't really afford them right now. Like if I go to my transfers, these people who I just want on my team. Trinity Robin, Salma, Bacha, Millard, I can't pronounce her last name. Aitana, we actually had Aitana, but we gave her up to get I think Sawa, Quarter While. Like I said, I've been saying a while. I used to have Endo, but I got rid of her to put into SBC. Araujo, Jude Bellingham, and Ashley Scott, Alex Scott. Just people who want to get. But today's video, what I want to talk about was actually EVOs. As someone who's a casual player, as someone who doesn't spend money in this game, you kind of want to factor in, you kind of want to get EVOs that are free, and there are 2 free EVOs going on right now. Birthday Magic and Birthday Magic 2. So I put mine into Kerolin. You can put them into anyone who you want. So here's Birthday Magic 2. 1 and 2 basically the same thing. They're kind of like mostly for attackers, but you can use them on anyone who is like an 85 or lower, who has at least a 70 or lower, who has a minimum of 70 shooting. So for me as a budget player, what I was looking for is who's on my who can I use on my team that'll be effective. And I settled with Kerolin because I play a team that has a lot of NWSL players. So she fits my team very well. So that's kind of like what I was looking for. And a lot of these are very cheap cards. Some cards will always go extinct with things. So I don't know if you can get Rashford anymore. Like I think Rashford is now extinct. Let's take a look at Rashford. Yeah, Rashford is now extinct, so you can't buy Rashford's gold card. When they came out with the other free Evo, they removed Varane's gold card, and they also removed Kude's gold cards, so you can't buy them anymore. I think you still get them in packs, but you can't buy them anymore. So if you're a free-to-play player, if you're someone who doesn't have like all the coins to go out there and get a lot of massive players, but you want to be able to get your cards to 90, these are options that you can have. These are all relatively cheap cards. Even like the hero, like the Alex Scott card is pretty freaking cheap too, which is why I was looking at it. I was going to go with Rapinoe for over Kerolin, but this game's very, very heavy on pace, and even with the Evo, her pace is just too low, and you don't want to like give her a card, a chem style that's going to like even push that further, because it's kind of like a waste if you're trying to like find a chem style that really works with that, but also your other stats. So she just wasn't really worth it to me, whereas Kerolin is just perfect for my team, how I play, and she lines up very well. So here's just some other cards that you can use for the Evo. Again, if you're just someone who's a free-to-play player, and you want to see who you can reasonably get, these are all reasonably priced, that you can get up to a higher level. So for this video, I want to just talk about Kerolin, so you guys can see what I mean. So Kerolin, who we're using, one of my favorite players. Like I said, my team is based on me playing people who I actually like. I'm not trying to build a meta team. I pick people who I generally actually like, who I'm actually a fan of. I am an actual IRL fan of this player. So we chose her. She fits my team well. We'll look at team right now. So this is my Vision Rivals team that I run. We got Militao out of a pack, so he's teaming up with his Real Madrid teammate, Alaba. And then obviously we have our pretty much our only meta player, Romy Sawa. Even though I will say this, Apinea is kind of becoming meta because she's very, very useful, very good, and she's 90 overall. It was easy to get her. This is a very easy 90 overall to get. So people who can't afford like the better wingers are using her in Division Rivals. And Federica Rolfo, she's kind of become a meta as well too, because she's kind of viewed as, when it comes to you know, these fantasy cards, she's kind of viewed as one of the few guaranteed to like upgrade, because she can get when this is all done, and if she plays, you know, all the things required to be played for her card, she will likely be like a 92 or 93 overall, which is, you know, massive, and she's already a good player in general, so she's kind of become a meta for that reason. So even though this is my meta card, you know, I put like 90% of my team into getting her. These two are kind of becoming meta as well. They're kind of like just like that back end side of like just sneaking in. But here we have Kerolin. You know, we do get an extra link because of Militao being Brazilian. If I threw in Alex Morgan, she'd probably be 3, because again, in WSL, my team is focused on being in WSL in Barcelona. Even though technically the icons don't have leagues, Sawa was actually part of the precursor women's soccer league in America before the NWSL was actually a thing, so I kind of count her in that. We played Drogba just to play Drogba, you know, but generally we start Morgan, so we have like Smith and Pickett. We'll have other WSL players too, you know, like I said, when we get Rodman, she'll be in here as well. So we're gonna play some games. We want to see how Kerolin plays and rivals. We gave her 100 chem style as we try to get her to 90. Let's do it. So for me personally, I really needed a new winger, because I had Pena play on my left as a left winger, but she's not naturally a left winger. She's a cam, but she can also play on that left side. This guy did it all right. So we made that choice to try to get a winger like Kerolin, just that way we can send that thing to the left. Usually Athena plays on my right side, but she can play left, right, or she can play left or right, whether it's winger or midfield. Kerolin can play striker, right wing, or you know, right mid. So, you know, just more versatility. And also someone who's I do feel like she's a better overall player than Pena, both Kerolin and Athenea. Kerolin! Oh boy, what a shot from her.
No wonder he's hanging his head.
Well, as the replay shows,
Just top of the freaking corner. Like, that surprised me. I'm sure it surprised him too. Like I told you before, I take those shots. I don't take freaking like shots like that where it's like, you know, outside the freaking box.
Beautifully weighted ball. A lot of room now for Didier Drogba. A nice cutback.
Kerolin! She's getting it done. She's getting it done. She's been the first scorer for back-to-back games. She's getting so many like good shots off, like a lot of good shots. If this AI was any better, Drogba would have had that.
Some good work to win it there.
Kerolin, oh my god. Oh my god, like she is just masterful on those freaking, like Trinity Rodman to me has been like the best that I've used at taking those far shots out, but Kerolin has been like just destroying them. We got way too much on that. This guy's kind of a one-trick pony, where his entire plan is kind of like just with pace, because pace is just the meta of his game. It's just run as much as he possibly freaking can to like that back end, to like to the sides, and then get it to Benefus. I think that's how you pronounce his name, because he has like the most pace on his team more than likely. He's just trying to like just outpace to get a goal, instead of like actually creating shots. Like, we're creating shots. That's what we're doing. We're sitting here and we're doing what we need to do to create a shot for our players. We're doing crosses, we're doing through balls, like we're doing lob passes, we're doing whatever we can to get to create any kind of like chance for my players. And you know, we're doing as best as we can for my skill level. Obviously, if I was a better player, I'll probably be beating this guy by a lot more freaking goals. I would be scoring a lot more of those shots that we take with Kerolin.
This could be dangerous.
Athenea. He's having a hard time controlling the ball right there.
Options available in the middle.
Kerolin again. It's a Hattie.
Of course it's in. It's a masterclass in finishing to complete.
He took his goalkeeper out, man, goalkeeping, and he just regretted it. But anyways, Caroline, she was out there. These games we've played with her, she has been very, very noticeable on the team. Like, very noticeable. Yeah, we just played against a team that has a shit ton of freaking icons, has Henri and freaking, like Coleman. Like, he has a stacked team of freaking icons and Harry Kane as well. So yeah, that was a really good team to just play. We played against a team that's very meta in terms of how the tactics work. Really against a team that has a lot of good players, and even as an 87, Kerolin was still doing whatever the hell she wanted to do. She had a freaking hat trick. She should have had more. If I was a better player, she probably would have had 10 goals that game. And she was out there. And even towards the end, she had another goal had the game not been trash and had the ball just bounce off of her foot when I passed it to her. I passed it to her and the game just literally just bounces off of her. So that is what it is. All right, so you saw how she was as an 87. So now we're going to see how she is as an 89. We're in tier 2. We just completed tier 2 for her character. So now we have flare pass for our play style. We have increased our shooting, our overall, our passing, and our pace, as well as our physical. So things are going better. Let's see how much better she is, and then we'll try to end this video with the actual full outcome of how she plays as with all of it. The rapid plus, the pace +2, the 3+ for dribbling, and the +4 for skill moves. Because in the end, this car at base is going to end with 90 pace and 90 dribbling, but also you have 100 on it, so it's going to boost other things as well.
A chance to cross here. Oh, worth a shot.
Caroline!
Oh, a great chance. It's there, and it's a goal. That's a real settler for them. This is a positive move as they seek that equaliser. Has to be. And there's her second of the match, leading the way.
And Caroline ties it, even though it shouldn't be a tie. Like, this guy just got 3 straight goals off just broken mechanics. And like, he scored 3 goals in less than 1 minute. I'm not even like shitting y'all. He scored 3 goals less than 1 minute because the game's mechanics freaking like just fucking died. It's fucking wild. He didn't do anything special. Like, it just wouldn't let me freaking pass at all. And again, that tells you how this game is fucking scripted. How do you go from beating someone 3-0? They can't string together any kind of offense at all, and then in the last 5 minutes of the game, they score 4 straight goals, and you just can't even you can't even control the ball. They try to pass the ball, it goes the wrong way, it oversells. Like, the game intentionally fucks you over to allow for that to happen. Then he gives me a free freaking, like, after he scores, gets his 4th goal, then I can pass again. Like, I get that goal with Kerolin at the end because the game actually allows him to pass again, because it turned off whatever it turned on to allow him to score. It was like, all right, now you can turn it back on so you can score, so it could be a draw. This game's fucking full of shit. All right, so we did the heavy lifting, we did the work, and we got Caroline's Evo completed for the birthday Magic Evolution. Like I said, this is more a sentimental value thing for me. This wasn't like oh, I have to do Kerolin like that. This is a player who I'm a big fan of, and I was like, I can get this player I really like up to a 90, which will make her good for my squad for now at least. And obviously, the more I face better players, the more I face better teams, I might need a 93 on that right side instead of a 90 on that right side. But I enjoyed this video. Isn't more so to tell you to use the card on use the Evo on Kerolin, but if you are someone who have some players who are of sentimental value and you want to get them to a point where you can put them into your squad for rivals, then I recommend doing it that way. I used the other free one that they had on Alaba. He was at 85, now he's at 90. So that's what I recommend people doing. Take the time to get those cards that you really like, that you want to have in your team, and get those upgraded. Are they meta? No, but if you're a good enough player, meta is irrelevant. And I'm not saying people who complain about meta is a skill issue, but I've beaten meta teams with my team, and my team's not anything special. It's just a Barcelona NWSL mixture that goes out there and gets wins. Do I take some losses too? Sure, everyone loses. A lot of times when I lose, it's because the game's being weird. Sometimes when I lose, it's just because I can't stop anybody because they're better than I am. We all have people who are better than us, people who are worse than us, and it's just how it is in the game. So you can't just forever just use the meta as an excuse. if you want to play the game with players you like, do it, and also use the EVOs to do that. Well, all I said, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave any thoughts you have in the comment section below. PM boy, and Gamer Archer. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out of here. Deuces.